Yes, I went with the gray jacket and the hat and my basketball graphic tee. You know, just try to look good. Just try to look good for the people that. Yeah. So you want to know how I was able to get out of jury duty twice. I was able to do that twice. And you want to know how because you want to get out of jury duty too. Obviously, that's why you're watching the video. So I'm going to tell you the tricks that I used to be able to get out of jury duty. Because it's something that I did not want to do. I had no interest in judging somebody else and maybe sending somebody to jail for whatever they did. Like for me, it's like, man, if you done some really bad stuff, you know, abuse people and those kind of things and nastiness, you probably should just go to jail. I don't even want to hear your case. And if you did stuff that's like not so bad, it was a minor stuff, maybe you should go to like a rehab or whatever. But my point is, I don't want to judge you. I don't want to be in that situation. It's not the thing that I have expertise in. So, and it's not my game, man. It's not something that I have any interest in. I don't even watch those law shows. I don't really watch those because it's too nasty. Some of the things are just too nasty for me. I don't want to see it. So listen, you don't really care about what my opinion is. You just want to know how I got out of jury duty. How did I do that? So you know how it goes. You get this letter. They tell you, you got to show up at the court on this date, at this time, to go through jury selection. So as soon as I got that letter, I'm pissed off. I'm like, man, I don't want to do this shit. This is not my kind of thing. This is not my bag. So I start thinking right away, how am I going to get out of jury duty? What do I need to do to be able to get them to not select me? I'm starting to think to myself, all right, there's certain things that I can do. I can do the race card thing. So I can say that I don't want to be the only black guy on the jury. That's not right. I don't agree with that. So I'm thinking, okay, that might work. I can go in there with some attitude, just kind of be disrespectful, you know, just be disrespectful and ignorant, and hopefully they're gonna say, we don't want that guy on the jury. I'm thinking to myself, okay, what are the magic tricks? What things can I pretend that I can't hear very well? I know that can work, but what if they catch you? And then what happens if they catch you trying to get out of jury duty when you're, you know, for whatever reason, it's kind of an obligation that every citizen has, that you could end up having to judge somebody and maybe decide whether they're going to go to jail or not. Oh, something just fell. Anyways, let's not get distracted. Let's stay focused on what we're doing. So I'm thinking about all these scenarios, and I'm doing this over and over because basically when I got the letter, it gives you about 3 weeks notice. I got 3 weeks of trying to come up with different strategies and different ways to be able to go there and get the lawyers to not want me on the jury. And that's my focus. That's my main focus. I'm thinking of all these different things that I can do, all these ways that I can get them to say, I don't want this guy on the jury. You know, one of the things I thought, okay, when they're doing the initial selection, because I don't know how the selection actually works, but I'm thinking, okay, just don't pay attention. And even when they call your name, don't pay attention and just pretend that you're absent-minded, whatever. So I got all of these different ideas of how to get out of jury duty and why they should not want to select me. Because all the time I'm thinking, for some reason, they're probably going to want me on their jury. And I don't want to be on their jury. So I got to find ways to get them not to want me on their jury. So I'm doing this for about 3 weeks. I'm focusing on not that anything negative, but just how do I get these people to not pick me? That's the focus. That's my focus all the time. Whenever I thought about it, I'm not thinking about it all the time, but whenever I realize, oh, the date's coming up, it's coming up, I'm going to have to go to this stupid jury selection and sit there with all these people that I don't want to be around early in the morning when I'm miserable. I'm always miserable early in the morning. And deal with this stuff. Pay parking to go there, all these kind of things, right? Go to a courthouse. I'm not a courthouse guy. I don't do that. That's not my thing. So I'm thinking and thinking and thinking, and then something miraculous happened. The jury duty was for a Monday. The Friday before the Monday, I get this email. Jury duty selection is canceled. It ain't happening. You don't have to worry. You don't have to show up. Respond to this email that you got this email. That's all you have to do. So I responded to the email, and boom, I'm out of jury duty. I'm out of jury duty because I was focused on an outcome that I wanted to have, which was not to have to go and do jury duty. And by focusing on what I wanted to have happen, it actually had it happen. And because it was like a 3-week delay, that was enough time for things to fall into place and things to happen behind the scenes for this outcome to become a reality, which I didn't have to go to jury duty. And this is the second time that I got out of jury duty. The first time, I actually ended up going to the courthouse, and I sat in the courtroom with hundreds of people, and they explained how everything was going to work, and they were going to break us out into groups, and then we'd go into groups, and then I guess they would ask us questions and do whatever. And then after they explained everything, we all just sat there waiting for them to start this process. And we sat there for about an hour just waiting and looking at each other, started talking to people, get to know a couple of people in my row. And finally, the judge and the lawyers came back into the room, and everybody has to stand up when the judge comes in. And then I don't remember if it was the judge or if it was the secretary, but somebody announced that they had come up with a plea bargain and we could all just go home. That was the first time that I got out of jury duty. And that was really from intending to not have to do jury duty. And the second time, which is the story I just told you, was when I focused on getting out of it for 3 weeks, and then miraculously everything fell into place, and the outcome came where I didn't even have to show up to the court. So now hopefully, if I get another letter, it will get canceled even before that. But that's how I got out of jury duty, is by thinking about not having to do it, really focusing on not having to do it, and then things falling into place that allowed me not to have to do it. And that's how thinking on purpose works. That's how thinking with intent works. It's how we manifest the things that we want. It's also how we manifest the things that we don't want. We focus too much on avoiding something. So instead, focus on the outcome that you want, which in my case was not having to go to jury duty. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I know it's a different type of video, but you know what? That's how I'm doing it. I don't really care. So that's how I have to share with you today. You want to learn more about Mindset for Success and take some Mindset for Success training, you can go to my website. I got a Create the GPS for Your Success workshop coming up, and you're really going to love that workshop, because we look at how to take that vision that you have, how to take that goal and turn it into a tangible reality by creating this vision that becomes your GPS for success. And then we talk about, the hurdles that you run into, the mistakes that people make. We share some mindset breakthroughs that you'll be able to use, and some cheat codes for success to give you the unfair advantage, so that you can actually achieve your goals and dreams and start doing your personal impossibles too. So check out that website. I'll put the link in the video. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And watch some of the other videos, because I'm back to doing videos again for a little while. I don't know for how long, but for a little while. So check those out. And that's all I got for you today. So until next time, you heard.